Uh, yeah, we are playing on the wonderful, wonderful map of Pearl. Everyone loves Pearl. I think things to be noted. The boosted Draken is playing with a substitute player. Jakey is substituting for the beloved Eco. And on Sunrise, I believe AO Panda there is subbing for Jasp, who is currently away.
Stream, it may say Zen Squid below Chuang's name, but I assure you, this is Chuang.
Yeah, I assure you, I am not Zen Squid. Yeah. Voting into the game on side of Sunrise, interestingly, a solo controller comp coming out with the Viper. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it after the Pearl changes. How do you feel about it? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like you do need either a Harbor or a Dome Smoker just to cut off those high angles like Heavens, but I mean, I guess you could probably make it work. We'll see what they do with it.
You can make it work. It's just, in my opinion, not ideal, like you said. On the side of TBD, a double controller comp. However, it is a Brimstone, which, I mean, I'm assuming Brimstone means Brimstone, so not a shocker there, but, maybe
That's a
not
Phoenix
ideal.
main. Brimstone mains Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
definitely. But yeah, I think a more standard comp coming out here, except for the Reyna, obviously, which is an FLV classic.
One thing to note, Bubub the Goat is on Jet, so basically TBD needs to FF, but we'll see if they try and make it work anyway.
Yeah, it should be noted, for playoff implications, TBD needs minimum 11 rounds here to make playoffs. If they get 11 rounds, they will knock, I believe it is Bratz out of, if they get 11 rounds, they'll knock Bratz out of playoff contention. I've just heard that Jakey is actually an Immortal 3 Reyna main. So definitely, I wouldn't say an upgrade on Eco because it's hard to top Eco, who is our current #1 Immortal player by ACS. But Jakey is definitely up there in terms of players.
Yeah, I think this is his first FLV game, or am I mistaken?
I think you're right. I haven't seen them around in FLV yet. But yeah, apparently an IRL friend of Eco's.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this goes. Looking like an A sort of split through mid here for, I believe that is Sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
Early Fade Eye gets shot out by Boosted Drakkens. Ooh, very nice pick from Envy. Panda? I don't know how to pronounce
AO
that
Panda? Yeah, sure.
Koos getting Brimstone. Yeah. Jakey picking off Bubub, leaving it in a 3v4. Very nice Molly and Shock Dart to leave Jakey at 17 HP. Koos with a pick onto Fortnite sucks.
And Pochaco.
Oh, Pochaco!
Oh! But goes down to Panda.
What a great movement, I guess we should say, from Panda there. Able to evade those shots, it seems. Jakey picking off Grug, but Koos trading him off to finish off the round. A good 3k from Koos in that round.
Yeah, really big 3k from Koos that round, shutting down Jakey at the end there, proving that he himself should be an Immortal player. Yeah, that timing from Pochaco is just a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, he
I think
had
another
the
player to be note.
Yeah, he hit the head dink, but he wasn't able to land the rest of the shots. Very unfortunate to see.
Yeah, for sure. Pochaco, I think, is a player to note. They are one of the best Platinum players right now in FLV. Currently a Diamond player too, so definitely punching above their weight class. However, I think recently has not been as hot, but definitely still up there in terms of Platinum players.
Yeah, looking like a B split coming out from Sunrise here. Seems like they're going to play it slow as they do not have as good as guns. Or no, they do have the better guns, trying not to drop any of those.
Yep, and Jakey on the flank here.
Oh, with a beautiful headshot onto Fallen Falcon there. Getting the Guardian.
Yeah, not over-aggressing, just backing out. Really smart player here. Even donates a gun over to... Oh no, donates the Sheriff over to Battle Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fallen Falcon taking probably an ill-advised 1v1 there. You don't want to be giving up guns on your buy round at all.
Yeah. I don't think he expected, I do not think he expected Jakey to be there, really.
That is true. But actually, the rest of TBD, going back to A, expecting an A hit. However, Sunrise just didn't go anywhere.
They sort of faked the rotate, I guess you could say. Silver Dart comes out, but will not spot anyone on the site. Yeah. Ooh, Bubub spotting out Jakey. Koos getting a nice 2k there as Alpanda also kills Battle Dog. Left in a 2v4 situation for the Boosted Drakkens here.
AO Panda really popping off this game as well. 3 of the NV players you can see on Sunrise definitely expected to be really good players for them. AO Panda, I think, is an ascendant player currently, so though they are considered MNPR, definitely going to be a threat
Yeah.
to the set of TBD.
Seems like they're not going to make a play here, although I don't know if that's advised, as they don't really have much to save.
Probably just try to go down to the bomb here, not give any orbs over.
Yeah.
Which I can respect, but you don't see this much in FLV actually. I think this is the mathematically correct play, but you don't see it much in FLV really.
Yeah. We got a lot of... Oh, Envy dying, or Bubba dying to the bomb there. Not what you want to see, dropping the gun.
Yeah, that's going to be a costly death there. That's one less gun they're going to have going to the bonus round.
A little miscalculated. He thought he was safe, but he just ran back into it at the last second there.
Yikes. But yeah, I mean, definitely a clean round coming up from Sunrise. Fallen Falcon going down early is not what you want to see, but the rest of the team converting that buy round really nicely.
Yep,
for them.
We see what's gonna look like an A rush coming out from Sunrise here, trying to make something happen with these guns. Maybe get a couple picks.
That's a scrumptious, juicy lineup there.
Yeah.
Right on the backside.
Phoenix Ult coming out. Is it not? Oh, I keep forgetting to full screen it. That is my bad. I did that last game too.
Yeah, okay. Ooh, Battle Dog with a nice kill, but AO Panda trading out really nicely in this 2v4 now.
Pochako with a nice pick onto Bubub. Getting 2 with a pick onto Grug.
Grug the GOAT goes down there.
Not an easy retake though, even with those 2 picks, as they're holding in what it seems to be a crossfire here. Definitely not something to underestimate.
Oh, for sure. The turret doesn't actually spot anyone. Oh, Fallen Falcon! Dodges a bullet there.
Oh, but they're not aware. He's tucked into Cubby. Fallen Falcon getting the pick on a Fortnite Sucks, but being traded out by Pochako.
Wait, that looking wall to get is half bad for them. That wall is really bad for them.
Oh, and Fallen Falcon finishing out the round with the pick onto Pochako.
That was one of the rounds of Valorant of all time.
I mean,
Fallen Falcon walling up there was so troll, in my opinion, as the Viper player. Cutting off the sightline for himself, but I mean,
I agree. I mean, that is a round that is a very costly round for the boosted Drakkens there. Now they have nothing to go on with this into this 4th round, and they might end up going down 0-4.
I think Fallen Falcon is a silver player, so definitely a huge clutch there for a silver player.
For sure.
However, the execution was a little bit scuffed. Oh, that's Viper is very good.
Oh! Shaky with a huge pick onto Alpando. What a crispy shot.
That is your eco substitute right there. Nice, crisp one tap there.
We see attackers go ahead and take mid control here. Fallen Falcon with the pick on a Battle Dog, making it an even 4-4. Jakey looking to maybe get even more aggressive into mid here, but Pochako's away. Fallen Falcon is aware. Oh, but Grug doesn't turn around in time. Oh, 2 crazy picks from Jakey. There's no way we have no audio.
It's just Kusaks now. Oh, and Jakey with 4 huge kills this round.
Yeah, apologies to stream for the audio being out a couple minutes ago, but it is back now.
Game audio is definitely nice to have.
Yeah. Once again, forgetting to switch out of that 2 casters with preview into the game scene. That is my mistake.
You're good. Mistakes happen, and now
Peeking out, but getting picked off by Jakey. What an insane round from Jakey.
God. You know what? I think this guy's better than Eco.
Well, I mean, we'll see. What does Eco have? A 450 average combat score? If Jakey can outperform that, he will be the top Immortal player in FLV for this season, even though he only played 1 game.
I believe Drakken was saying something about how if Sunrise wins less than... Okay, let me do the math in my head. Redacted has 81 points, Sunrise has 68 points. If Sunrise wins... What is that, like? If they don't win, I think Boosted Drakken... Sorry, Redacted is going to be the first seed in FLV this season. Which means the Boosted Drakkens will literally boost Drakken to the first seed.
Although I don't think Drakken is on. I'm confused. What are you saying here?
I'm saying if Sunrise loses here, that means the boosted Drakken will boost Drakken's team, Redacted.
Oh,
into the first
Redacted
seed.
will be first seed. Yeah.
Redacted will be first seed if Sunrise loses. Meaning if the boosted Drakkens win, they will literally be boosting Drakken to the first seed.
Yeah, very fun coincidence indeed there. Jakey once again getting aggressive out in the mid, looking for a pick, which he will definitely take a fight here.
Ooh.
Able to get the pick onto Kusk and spot out Rug as well. Spike will not go down, which is very good for the attackers here, but still, losing that pick early on is not what you want to see. Bubba about to make contact with Pochaco. Will not get a pick though. Being very aggressive and securing the pick onto Pochaco. That is definitely a very confident play from Bubba. Oh! Jakey once again peeking up mid, getting the pick onto Owl Panda, but not being traded off by
30 seconds left.
Fallen Falcon there. Fortnite Sucks able to kill Fallen Falcon as he peeks out with low HP, but Plant is gonna go down.
Planted.
Oh no, Fortnite Sucks just getting tagged by that Sova dart at the end there.
Yeah, and Bubba in a very good position. Heaven here, as Fortnite Sucks is definitely not aware that he is there. And will get the timing, but will not get the pick. Both players very low HP now, though. Will try and spray, but will not hit the shots. Oh, but Grug with a nice pick onto Battle Dog, leaving Fortnite Sucks with 31 HP. Gets the timing onto Bub, though. Left alone in a 1v1 here. All he has to do is pick off Grug. A bit of a ring around the rosy going on, but Grug is able to secure the final pick.
Grug the GOAT. Securing around there. I think Jakey definitely suffering a little bit from eco syndrome that round. Getting a little over aggressive there, not dismissing after the first pick. Not the first pick, sorry. Going for that spray transfer and getting punished there by, I believe it was Fallen Falcon.
Fallen Falcon, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's to be expected from someone who's, playing for the first time in FLV, I feel like in a regular game, you go for that spray transfer because, the chance to double up there is really nice. However, just in FLV, if you're that immortal player, you gotta just get out, play your life. Because you're gonna...
Ooh, the missed Sova lineup is not what you want to see, though.
One of the darts of all time.
It definitely is a dart. That Fade-Eye will not miss, but it will be shot. Drone spots out Brimstone in a very difficult situation here as he's going to get caught by this Killjoy ult unless he does something. He does manage to get the smoke down though and get out of it.
Oh, but
Attackers,
Sunrise didn't push.
Yeah, but they are trying to push on the site now. Bubba with the timing onto, but does not able to get the kill. And Battle Dog able to go in there with his frenzy and kill him with Bubba leaving left to a classic. Not what you want to see. Fallen Falcon getting caught out by Brimstone and Jakey with the final pick on the Grug. That was a round indeed.
Bub with the choke, with the knives throw.
Yeah,
Definitely easy 2K there from him, but the shots didn't land.
Especially with those knives, especially when you go out with those knives and are left with the classic, it's just so hard to come back from that.
Oh, that is definitely rough. It happens though. It happens to the best of us. Bub definitely has been a really, really stellar player for the side of Sunrise this season. So
yeah, I mean he's currently on the top of his leaderboard, but not by much. But still, he is definitely a very good player, and we expect to see a little bit better than that for the rest of the rounds of this game. Fade-Eye spotting out Panda, but does get shot.
It definitely a very interesting utility switch here.
Jakey looking to peek out again, and gets two this time, looking to go for the third, and will get it! What a crazy play! Oh, Battle Dog with a nice spray onto Panda there.
Jakey's my new GOAT.
Bub left in a 1v5, but if anyone can make it happen, it is Bub.
Oh, Jakey turning away at kind of an awkward time.
Oh, but Jakey shuts him down for the 4K.
No respect for Bub whatsoever. Just swings that by himself. That was... If there was an example of an ego peak in a game, that is the example of an ego peak. Just swings it with no regard, no util.
We do see
actually calling a timeout here.
Yeah, we do see the timeout for Sunrise here. After losing those 2 rounds, they maybe want to try and re-strategize here, find an entry into this impenetrable mid defense set up by Jakey here, maybe.
I bet you they're trying to call out Jakey's over aggressiveness. He is just swinging a lot of things. Like, to his credit, he's an amazing player, amazing aim, right? You're in FLV, you just go off with Reyna, but he is swinging a lot of things very aggressively, which allows him to get picked off real easily. And if you get picked off as you know, you're a
Your
mortal
team's a
arena
mortal
player, the
player,
rest the rest of the team is kind of going to fall apart from there.
We do see some pings towards mid and A site from the attackers here, looking to maybe do another A split, hoping to maybe shut down Jakey in mid this time and take that space. They have not been able to really do it so far, except that one round where Jakey already got 2.
And I think the big problem with Solo Viper is you can't default your wall towards B. Because if you do, you have no smokes when you hit A. But the problem with if it's not default walling is that you're kind of giving away where you're going to hit as soon as you wall.
Yeah, very
So,
unfortunate.
It's definitely unpleasant to play as Solo Viper, I feel like, nowadays.
Fade-Eye getting shot out on A site, but they do know that there is at least a player there. We do see the team start to push up towards mid as their A players sort of back off.
Yeah, AO Panda and Kusek taking the space together, being very cautious.
They do not want to get cut off by Jakey, who is not currently in mid though. But in the end, Kus able to pick off their 2 art players, taking that space. Brimstone left alone on A site, but he does have the ult here, looking to ult them to make himself a way to get off site, and will catch off Fallon Falcon with the ult, but Kus picking off. Fortnite sucks. Grug with a very nice lurk into their spawn here. But Brimstone knows he's there somehow and picks off Grug. Pochako picking off Kusk, leaving our boy Alpanda in a 2v1. And Brimstone shutting down the round with a 4K.
Brimstone with a huge 4K that run. Really nice ult kill there. But also, I think credits where credit's due. Really good adaptation there from Sunrise. I bet you Kusek said, okay, AO Panda, we're getting picked here mid by Jakey every round. So double up with me, we're gonna go art. And worst case scenario, you get a trade, right? You trade 1 for 1. Best case scenario, what happened right there, you get 2. And that opens the round up a lot for Sunrise. However, Brimstone with an impeccable defense there.
Especially as he trapped alone in that secret is not in dugout is not a good position to play, but he made it seem like it was the best position to play on that map.
Oh, for absolutely. Great defense by Brimstone there. Living up to his name for sure.
Jakey trying to maybe go for another mid play here, but there are no attackers towards mid. Sova Arrow will spot out multiple players of the boosted Drakkens.
Yeah, but the Viper's pit goes down just to secure the site towards set of TBD.
But Sunrise is not, or boosted Drakkens is not unfazed. Brimstone picking off Bubba, but getting traded out by Grug. Ooh, Panda with a nice timing, but will not be able to get the pick. Jakey swinging into it. Oh, and will find the pick onto Panda. Does seem like the attackers are going to start to back off towards the A site, maybe.
It's so hard to push in that Viper's pit. You don't know where anyone is, and they can swing out of that at any moment.
Kuskek's aware that, or yeah, Jakey is aware that Kus is there. Kus will swing in, get the pick onto Jakey, as Jakey does miss a couple of bullets there. Fortnite's able to secure the trade there, so not too terrible. Left in a 2v3 as Spike starts to go towards A site. Fade is awaiting there, waiting for those waiting for those attackers.
30 seconds left.
Here's the noise.
Oh yeah, Battledog knows. He's gonna hold his angle.
Oh, but not able to secure the kill there. Fade-Eye comes out. Gets shot. And they must plant here. Fallen Falcon swinging into Pochako, but getting taken out, and Pochako able to secure the kill onto Grug right after Spike goes down too. Good play from Pochako there for sure.
Yeah, Fallen Falcon rushing the shots a little bit with the Guardian. Ends up biting them in the bum.
We do see Pochako on accident take a little bit of Fade's shield off there with a snake bite.
A little bit of friendly trolling, perhaps, going around here. But I mean, Boosted Drakkens really is taking full control of this game, it feels like. Yeah,
Jakey putting up 16 kills in the first 9 rounds is definitely what you need to see from your Immortal player there, especially if you're trying to substitute for Eco, one of the FLV GOATs.
Definitely feels like they're doing a really good job, even when Jakey goes down, because Jakey goes down to, I mean, Jakey suffers from Valorant syndrome, crouching there at a pretty long distance, right? Everyone does that, goes down, but the TBD still being able to clutch the round out without their Immortal player is really impressive.
Yeah, definitely a good show from them. Jakey once again pushing out mid, but might be caught out from nice angle from KJ there, spotting out Jakey and getting the pick. Jakey a bit unaware that angle might have even existed. We do see Jet pushing into the defender spawn here, and will catch out Brimstone when he's rotating. Oh, but Battle Dog with a nice position, able to pick off Alpanda.
Did no one calm the Brimstone that Bub is there? I mean, he updrafted dash across the entire site. And
yeah, maybe a little bit of an issue there with comms. Fortnite sucks trying to hide behind the wall, but doesn't, and gets caught up by the flash from Kooks and picked off. Left just a Battle Dog here.
Yikes, just as we were saying that, definitely an interesting round here coming out from TBD. Maybe a little bit of a lapse of communication. AO Panda with a nice pick too on mid, waiting for that push out.
Bub with a nice position here, able to secure the last pick on the Battle Dog.
Yeah, I think Jakey just getting a little too comfortable in the game, and AO Panda punishing him for it for sure, posting up in mid. But you see, the good thing about Immortal players, I feel like, when it comes to like Valorant, is they're very, very fast to adapt. I guarantee now, Jakey, there's no way Jakey pushes it like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, once you get punished once, you're never gonna do that again. And if Jakey can just prevent the amount of deaths that he's getting picked off like that, I think TBD has his one in a bag.
Yeah, we do see a bit of a default coming out from Sunrise here. Fade Eye spots out two players A, but will get shot.
You should run.
Fade looking to get aggressive into that smoke there, maybe peeking out of this. Oh, but will back off. Attacker Killjoy will come down and will secure one detain here on Art. Oh, but the C's comes in to stop the kill, but the kill happens anyway, but Envy there to trade it out. Falcon with a nice pick onto Fortnite Sucks. But Battle Dog there to pick off AO Panda as Evil Bub comes behind and trades out Battle Dog. Left in a 2v4, but Spike goes down B without any defenders near it. Oh, and Bub with a nice positioning, able to pick off Jakey there. Left to just Brimstone here. In a 1v4, not what you want to see. He does have that Brimstone ult, but I do not think it'll be a WAF. But he is aware this time that Bub is behind him. Sees him, but will not get the pick, and will get picked up by Bub to end the round.
Yeah, I mean, just a kind of a lousy round there from TBD. I think overstaying a welcome in the KJ ult was mistake number one. Yeah. And I mean, just Jakey getting picked again by Bub, mistake number two, right? Like, just I feel like a few almost like coordination issues here that are costing them rounds.
Yeah.
However, I do feel like they have a pretty solid comp. Also, A is Pearl defense, which is already rough, and I think they have a pretty solid comp for attacking with the Brimstone, being able to just drop all the smokes at once and hit a site. So I think they can even up to 6-6.
Oh, Bub with the huge pick onto JK. Jakey with the op there. Not what you want to see if you're the boosted Drakkens. Already down around here. Will they go down this and make it a 7-5 half? Sova ult comes out, but will not spot anyone.
Damn, that T-side off goes crazy in this round.
For sure, and Bub is a very good opper indeed. We do see the Sova drone coming out, spotting out Fade there, but Bub Brimstone not quite aware that there are many players out there getting picked off by Bub. Fortnite Sucks able to trade him out though.
With the Odin. Learns from the best. Drakken himself gets
able to get Alpanda.
Oh my goodness.
We do see the A players kind of pinched here as all of their exits are secured by the defenders. Phoenix looking to get aggressive into Art and will be able to pick off Fortnite Sucks, giving them an opening into Art. Definitely space they needed there. Falcon with a very aggressive position with the shorty here. I do not think Battle Dog will be expecting this.
That's so dangerous though, because you know, if they slip by you, you're just dead. Your entire ult goes down.
Oh, but he does secure the kill with the shorty there. Pochaco left alone to entry into this Viper ult. Koos swinging out there, giving Viper her ult there. Not kind of what you want to see, but Falcon able to secure the last pick with that shorty there.
I think definitely the synergy between the three players, the three Envy players, Bub, Kustex, and AO Panda is definitely showing. Just really, like, not even like basic things, but yeah, like basic things like playing together, you know, trading off each other, like things like that. I'm sure they've had practice with that over and over again. So,
Yeah,
and that's definitely
100%.
showing with a nice trade in mid there. Like just very basic Valorant stuff that I think a lot of FLVs don't really get the chance to practice because of the way, you know, I think how casual the league is. A lot of teams don't get to practice this. So, really good team play coming out from the half of Sunrise that have been playing together for a while. It seems like.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of one thing my team even filled out. We just didn't really practice a lot, and that can definitely lead to a lot of like communication errors and just like not playing together a whole lot, which these guys definitely have down pat.
Yeah, and I think we're going to be able to see the power of a Brimstone on offense here, which is just being able to hit a site at the snap of a finger, right? You just drop all three of your smokes and you're
That
going.
comes out, gets shot out. We do see the team start to retreat towards A site, where only the defender Killjoy is posted. Definitely their weakest site currently, as attacker Killjoy starts to lurk up onto it. If he is able to secure this pick onto Alpanda, this will be a huge round for Sunrise. Well, I think this is even... this is the boosted Drakkens, sorry.
Jakey is all the way in, but...
Oh, but swings out backwards and gets picked off by Alpanda, but is fortunately traded off by Fortnite Sucks, but not quite realizing where Alpanda was there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they saw him secret and figured they'll go dugout, but that's a bold assumption to make when you're running
Sovadar
by
will
yourself
spot out
right?
Battle Dogs, who is on 2 HP, and Grug will be able to secure the kill, but this Molly coming out, taking out Fallen Falcon, as Bub tries to make a play here, swings out into Fortnite Fox, secures the pill, Grug securing the pill onto Pochaco, just left the Brimstone here, who can't really do much with 2 players swinging out onto him. Very good performance from Envy there.
Grog literally just running out with the knife, jumping across. So BM, but if it works, it works.
Yeah, trying to get that crosshair away so Bub can swing out and get that kill.
Jakey's getting way too over aggressive in my opinion.
I agree.
Either you just don't push that far, or you go with someone else. You need to play buddies, right?
Yeah,
Like,
swinging out into that
luckily he got the
defense.
trade. But
Yeah, but
it's
swinging
very
out into that
unfortunate.
defense with no info on Secret is just a very dangerous play.
I mean, the thing is, okay, you see KJ Secret, right? I mean, yes, they can go dugout, but it's such a bold assumption to make that, like, it ended up costing him, you know?
Yeah.
Like, especially in FLV where, you know, players may not exactly play the way you expect them to, you can't be making assumptions like that.
Yeah, we do see a bit of a mid-A hit coming out from Boosted Drakkens here, but Kusk, again, Jakey just being a little too aggressive, getting picked off by Kusex, who is also able to pick off Fortnite Sucks. Another round seeming to go in the favor of Sunrise here, who just seems to be the more coordinated team in general.
Yeah, I think their team play definitely has been showing.
Ooh, but Alpanda
no.
able to pick off Brimstone. Spike down on the A site with just Fade there to try and get it out. Envy able to pick off Pochaco. Just Battle Dog here, who does get the pick onto Fallen Falcon, but seems like he's going to be traded off by these defenders here.
Yeah, I mean, on one hand, yes, it's your eco round, so go for it, right? Send it. But also, like you said, like, I think just very uncoordinated, and Jakey's kind of running off on his own, getting picked, and it doesn't allow the team to trade him off and create those opportunities on the eco rounds, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, when you're playing those eco rounds, you need to be together, because if you can get a gun down, then you might have some momentum, but if you just get picked off individually like that, you can't really make anything happen.
Definitely incredibly rough. However, this is their first buy round on the T side.
A B attack coming out.
And I think their B hit is going to be pretty strong with the Viper smokes and the Brim smokes.
Especially with the
going down
current
here.
state of Pearl. Oh, 3 amazing picks happening, leaving it in a 3v4 for... Looks like they're going to take Spike onto site and plant. Sova looking to maybe deny this plant here, and will pick off Jakey.
Bomb is being planted here from TBD.
Placing swamp grenade.
Very good post plant for TBD here, able to just sit out back in long with not a lot of worries here besides Alpanda flanking them. But Fortnite Sucks is definitely aware that he is there. Battle Dog with a nice pick on a Drug and Fallen Falcon, leaving just Alpanda on the flank here, who will be picked off by Fortnite Sucks. I'm watching your POV.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a clean round there from TBD there, with the guns able to convert. I do think our observer has DC'd, so I will be your interim observer as of now.
Yeah. I believe I'm. Are you watching Fortnite Sucks right now, Chewing?
I am currently watching Fortnite
Alright.
Sucks.
And now you're on
Jakey
Jakey?
now?
Yeah, alright.
Okay,
Cool.
perfect.
We are synced up.
Alright, first day on the job, boys.
Oh, but
Let's do
Bubba
it.
with the huge pick
Ooh,
on it,
Bubba
Jakey
with a
be long,
huge
but
pick.
Brimstone able to pick off Grug. But again, losing that Immortal player so early is not what you want to see. If you're the boosted Drakkens there, it just makes the round so much harder to convert.
Definitely unfortunate there.
We do see a bit of a rotate coming out from Sunrise here, or from boosted Drakkens. Maybe looking to re-hit over towards mid. They will run into this KJ turret here if they go through Art, but if they go through Link.
Well, both R and Link. KJ has a lot of setup
Yeah,
here,
true.
which is going to be really good for their mid control.
Fade Eye will not spot anyone towards the A site, giving them pretty good info onto where the players of the, Sunrise are here. They will meet this KJ setup here, but they will be able to destroy it. Kusek ulting, but not able to find anyone so far, but the flash will come out. But I just don't think he has enough time here, and he will get picked off by Battle Dog.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, but this TBD is rotating over really quickly already. Sorry, not Sunrise, excuse me.
Oh, but Bub through the vent does not realize that Fortnite Sucks is there. A really unfortunate play there. Alpanda able to pick off Battle Dog though.
Spike
Left in a
planted.
2v3 retake for the defenders here. With the Viper ult going down, this is not going to be easy. Oh, but
What a
Pochako with a
flick.
nice flick onto Alpanda there. Just making it really hard for this Viper to do anything. But he is kind of aware that Brimstone is in this corner here. And will maybe? Yeah, will get the pick onto Brimstone there. 1v1, but he has no info onto where this Viper is. And not a lot of time either, and he ends up getting killed by his own Molly after it bounced off the wall there. A bit of a misplay and a miscalculation for sure.
What a disaster. I mean, I think TBD definitely gave over a lot of 1v1 rounds there at the end, which is ill-advised, I think. However, is able to secure the round, and I would announce that our regular observer is back, so you will not have to deal with my crappy observing.
We did get to watch a
Anymore.
bit of Viper's Nose there, a beautiful sight. You can thank
Fantastic
Drakken
sight.
for that.
Yeah.
We do see
Definitely
a B hit coming out from the side of the boosted Drakkens, maybe looking to make this one work. But once again, they will meet Bub here, who does not have the op, but still has the Sheriff to make something happen. And Bub has insane aim. Jakey with a nice pick out on the Fallen Falcon. But oh, Kuskex with a crazy pick on the Jakey there, and Brimstoned. Battle Dog able to pick off Bub though. Kuskex with throwing the blind out, which catches Battle Dog, but Battle Dog able to use his C's there to evade him.
Down one.
Killjoy coming out to push the defenders away. Pochako with a nice pick onto Grug. And it does look like the plant is going to go down here. A 2v3 retake for the defenders here, but Alpanda on the flank, and this time it does not look like Fortnite Sucks is aware that he is there. And he is able to get that pick onto... Oh, and another inside pick onto Pochako! Alpanda going off. Phoenix looking to make something happen here, and is able to use that blind to do it, with the Molly finishing off Battle Dog. A great play from Alpanda there with that flank.
The turret going down on the flank at such a bad time. AO Panda definitely capitalizing on that. However, my biggest gripe with that round, I don't know if everyone saw that, but Jakey dismissing through the Molotov of behind screens where he just gets taken down. That is not a play. Like,
Yeah.
that's one of those, like, I'm smurfing in bronze lobbies ever played.
Yeah,
so.
I think he thought the blind was still active and he could get a bit of a surprise attack, but it just ran out at the wrong moment and he was just caught out of pocket there.
Yeah, and not only did you just give over a free kill, you gave over a free gun under eco, and that's just so unfortunate there.
Yeah. Once again, he's just very confident, and sometimes that's a good thing, but sometimes that can definitely be your downfall. Another
Yeah.
A split coming out from Boosted Drakkens here.
Jakey only has one kill this half.
Ooh, but Pochako is spotting out Bub and killing him before he can dash away. Jakey pushing in with his flashes, but the Molly's there to deny. Ooh, the Fatal will come out, spotting out Alpanda in this corner. Jakey swings into it, gets the pick. Fallen Falcon shutting down the art push though on Fallen Falcon there. Plants going down for default, but the Molly comes out doing a bit of damage to Battle Dog, pushing him out and letting Fallen Falcon pick him off there. Very nice Molly.
However, it looks like they do have 2 Molly setups and a Brim ult for a full plant here. Jakey is just gonna get a pick and get out. As much time as he just needs to buy a lot of time here.
Yeah.
Because Brimstone ult is like, it seems like they're gonna go Viper Molly first, then Brimstone ult, then Brimstone Molly. I don't think this round is actually very winnable for Sunrise here.
It really isn't. Especially when they're taking so much time to tap the bomb like they are right now. Fallen Falcon committing the ult. Oh, not what you want to see here. That it is going to seem like it's going to be a wasted ult. But he is able to get the pick on the Jakey. As the defuse, yeah, Molly's come out and the Brimstone ult to secure the round. Really unfortunate there.
I mean, there's literally nothing you can do there.
Yeah. Kind of unfortunate that Fallen Falcon didn't really realize how futile that round was, committing the Viper ult there. Maybe not realizing the Brimstone ult was online.
I think you're just lucky you got the Brimstone ult out. I feel like they could have won that round even without the Brimstone ult. You know, just the 2 Viper Mollies and then the Brimstone Molly I think would have bought enough time. However, it's always better safe than sorry, so no points knocked down for them for using that. Jakey doubling the amount of kills he had this half. Only had 1 at the start of the last round and got 2 more that round to secure the round, which is really nice for them.
Very aggressive B play coming out with the Jet and Phoenix ults, which will catch out a lot of players. Bub not able to secure the pick on the Jakey though. Kind of unfortunate as Jakey now gets to heal back.
Yeah, definitely a very aggressive gamble there.
Pochaco
Not quite working out.
pushing into mid will definitely make contact with the enemy Viper here and will be able to secure that pick.
Definitely really patient work from Pochaco, paying out for them.
Kusk looking to make something happen here to even out this round score. Picking off Jakey with an insane flash play. Will be not spotted out by that Prowler there as the team starts to back off towards A.
And Kus as a Phoenix main, definitely really familiar with the idea of flash zones.
Yeah.
As Phoenix, you really want to capitalize on these flash zones where players can't really retreat after getting flashed. You know, they're just there for you to pick off.
Fade-Eye
kind of dodging the Fade-Eye there.
comes out, but yeah, will not spot out Alpanda, who still has his setup there. But the Viper ult will come out, allowing Plant to go down.
But their KJ ult is just going to force the Viper off their ult. Which
Yeah.
I'm expecting it's going to come out really soon here.
Although Pochaco being very aggressive here, looking... Oh, but doesn't get the timing onto Alpanda there as he backs off at just the wrong moment. Sovajone looking to find Viper in her ult, but Alpanda aware that Fortnite Sucks is there, but Pochaco... Oh, not quite able to secure the power... Oh, that would have been a huge pick for Boosted Drakkens there, but just not quite being able to make it happen, and Kust finding the pick on the Fate to secure the round.
Wow, huge round there from AO Panda. Winning that duel on the Pochaco, definitely wanted it around there.
Yeah, if you lose that KJ ult there and the Viper ult stays up, that is definitely a much harder retake than if the Viper ult goes down and you're left in a 1v3 there.
This is such a pivotal round here for TBD. It seems like they're going to force up here, meaning if they lose this round, it is very likely they're going to lose the game. I'll remind everyone at home that the Boosted Drakkens do need at least minimum 11 rounds to make playoffs. So if they were to go down 8-13, they will not be making playoffs whatsoever.
I definitely want to see Jakey make something happen. Maybe play a bit more with his team here, because if this round goes south, there's not a lot they can do. Finds the alarm bot and counters it with the flash. Most of Killjoy's setup is already gone, which is definitely good for map control for Boosted Drakkens here.
Yeah, but Bubba with the op cleared the entirety of A.
Yeah, so
They know that all has been going hard.
And they're definitely not aware of Bubba's positioning, although he gives it away with that missed op shot there. But Alpanda with a nice angle onto Fortnite Sucks, and Fallen Falcon picking up Pochaco, but Battlejog able to pick up Grug. Plants going down. This is a very important post plant here as Jakey picks off Envy. Definitely winnable for the Boosted Drakkens here. Brimstone swinging out into Alpanda, but is picked off. Fade-Eye comes out, getting shot out by Bub.
So they are definitely aware Bubba is there with the op. So they should not be peeking that. Oh my god,
Once
bailed
again,
out by the
Jakey
whiff.
very confident. Something maybe not you want to see here, but he's very confident. Jakey able to get the pick and dismiss to safety, and Battle Dog with nice 2 picks to secure the round. Definitely a very important round for Boosted Drakkens there.
Wow, Battle Dog came up huge at the end there. I think I'm gonna have a heart attack watching Jakey. That was so stressful to watch.
Yeah, very, I mean, just very, like, egotistical. Is like not thinking that Bub would hit that shot, which is a shot that Bub will definitely hit at least 50% of the time. Very
I feel like
lucky.
9 times out of 10, that's a kill there.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my goodness, but the round went to TBD nonetheless.
And 2 more rounds will secure their spot in playoffs here.
Yeah, Pochako is running the T-side op, so very aggressive. Wanna take control of this B long here. And I feel like Sunrise gambled the wrong way. They only have X on this B site.
Fade will not spot anyone on B site, meaning that they do have a lot of space here. And
they're
they're
just playing full retake here.
going to take advantage of that for sure. Plant will go down for long. Very good post plant for Boosted Drakkens here, as they have that Viper utility to just deny the plant. Pochako with a nice pick onto Bub, who was on the flank. Envy picking off Jakey though, and Battle Dog picking off Fallen Falcon, and another pick onto Outpanda, but being traded off by Kusk. Phoenix will come out, destroying the alarm bot, but will be picked off by Brimstone.
Yeah, they did spot Grug on the flank there.
Yeah, it does seem like they know where most of the players of the Boosted Drakkens are, but I don't think they'll be able to make anything happen here, as Sova is just a bit too little too late here. They are going to try and kill Brimstone here, but Brimstone gets a very nice timing and be able to pick off both players there.
Yeah, very good awareness from Pochako there, knowing that there's 2 flank, holding that angle, forcing Grug to have to run all the way around back to B-Link. Definitely a gamble there from Sunrise to opt to not have more than 1 person on B, and I think that kind of bit them there.
Yeah, honestly, if I'm Kuskex there, I might just like stay on site, just maybe give my team a chance and get 2 or something, because backing off there just creates a very difficult retake situation for Sunrise there.
Well, in his defense, you don't have any flashes on your team other than Kus, so it's so hard to retake without any flashes. You can't get through any smokes, you can't clear any angles, it's just really rough. So I think retaking might be the smart play there. Oh, and same thing
Fallen
with
Falcon peeking out, but will not be able to pick off Jakey there. Close call though, Jakey might have just lost his life.
We'll catch them.
Yeah, and I mean, the fatal.
Outpanda not aware that Battle Dog is there, but will get the pick nonetheless. Pochako with a nice pick onto Kuskex as well.
Remember, guys, this is the pivotal round for TBD. If they win this round, they're gonna make the playoffs.
Jakey barely able to pick off Grug and get out before he's picked off by Pochako there. Pochako able to hit the shot, and Fortnite Stuck's able to kill out Panda, leaving Fallen Falcon in a 1v5 or 4. It does seem like the Boosted Drakkens will make playoffs here.
Yeah,
Still
Brad's
not
really praying that Fallen Falcon goes for it, but the smart choice obviously is to not.
I mean, still a game not in the air, but it does seem like Boosted Drakkens have officially made playoffs.
Yeah, with this round win, Boosted Drakkens officially in playoffs. Brat's no longer in playoff contention. But the result of this game is not arbitrary. Boosted Drakkens are still fighting for a higher seed here. With a win here, I think they are above my own Ride's Fall. Meaning they should be up in either the 4th or 5th seed, I believe. If they
And
win
once
this.
again, Sunrise also fighting for that 1st seed here, because if they lose this game, that seed will go to Redacted. If I'm not mistaken.
You are not mistaken, that is correct. And if Sunrise wins this, they are going to be the 1st seed of Season 11 of FLV, so a lot at stake for sure.
Yeah, we do see
Seems
another...
like Sunrise is... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Seems like Sunrise is going to go for an aggro play here on B, but they don't spot anything.
Fade will clear out Art as Jakey starts to take that space. Yeah, it does seem like a lot of A is just empty here, allowing Boosted Drakkens just to get on the site. But there are many players on flank, but Fortnite Sucks able to get one, and then Pochako able to get the other. Oh, not what you want to see there.
And plant secured for TBD. Post plant, definitely very strong for TBD as well.
Jakey and Fallen Falcon about to make contact here. Oh, but Jakey will secure the pick. Left in a 2v5 retake. Not really looking good for Sunrise here. As if they lose this, they're going to go into match point down around. Oh, Jakey just swinging out into Bub, getting picked off, but Panda able to trade that out. But once again, it's a 1v4. Not much he can do as he gets killed by the classic from Pochaka there.
Pochaka holding W, wanting to pad the KD there. Just sends it with the op and the classic.
Personally, I would have preferred to see a knife, but that's just me.
Yeah, definitely. This last round is so pivotal here. I mean, obviously, because the game is on the line. But does opt for the op. We need to see if TBD dry swings this. They are looking to go B. If they're smart, they would flash him off the angle here. However, I think without proper coordination and team play, it can be hard to just, have the awareness to flash this.
And again, like you mentioned for Sunrise here, like how Phoenix only has a flash, and their only flashes for the boosted Drakkens are the Reyna Leers, which are not very impactful. I feel like I would almost like to see more flashes from the side of boosted Drakkens. Didn't really notice that up until now.
Not having flashes does mean Bub gets a huge pick on a Battle Dog. So, yeah, the lack of flashes is really hurting them because you can't flash it up off an angle. But the attacker KJ ult does go down here.
Yeah, Jakey looking to get aggressive into Hall. Sova ult will not spot anyone, unfortunately, though.
Well, the Sova ult
Kusk with a huge pick onto the spike carrier, though, but Jakey there to pick off Grug, but he's traded out by Bub with the op. Bub looking to maybe get another one here. Clears Halls. Defender KJ coming out too, just to push them back, and Bub with the nice 3K to secure the round for Sunrise, making this an overtime game, a very tense one too.
Yeah, and I mean, Grug with the Sova ult, killing the KJ ult there actually with the Sova ult was for, definitely helped them a lot. And Bub again with the huge off round. Massive 3K there to win the round. I think that's definitely a weakness they have to exploit, which is the lack of flashes on the side of TBD. Reyna does not bring any utility to the board.
Yeah.
So
it's
they're really struggling here.
Hard to see when you're playing Reyna in a competitive format like this. You really have to frag out, where your team's just going to be left in what seems like a 4v5. And he has done a good job so far, although he has made plays at times that don't really make very much sense in a competitive setting like this again.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the whole W mentality of an immortal Reyna main doesn't necessarily translate over to competitive play from time to time.
Once again, another nice Molly lineup coming out from KJ, the one we saw earlier.
Oh, Brimstone gets a huge kill through a smoke on a Kusk X there, actually.
Yeah, we do see Bub getting very aggressive here, looking to get a pick onto KJ here, and does make it happen. Wow. Maybe looking to get another one onto Brimstone, but backing off for now. Battle Dog with a pick onto Grug.
Wait, the bomb's not down.
Yeah, bomb is down on site.
Hey, bomb's not planted at all. That's really rough for Sunrise.
Bub going to... Oh! Would have had the pick onto Brimstone there if not for Jakey able to save him. Let the just Fallen Falky with the shorty to make something happen, but will not be able to do anything. Oh, I guess he did have a gun. He just opted for the shorty.
Switching sides.
Yeah, boosted Drakkens on match point now. A win here would mean that boosted Drakkens secures a pretty high seed in playoffs, and Sunrise will not be the first seed of FLV. Sunrise would be second.
And just a quick question: what happens if the team that loses gets more than 12 rounds? Do they just keep 12 points, or?
Yeah, they just go 12, and then the winning team still gets 15.
Yeah. Okay.
But then, however, in case you guys aren't aware, if it goes 15-15,
it's a draw.
Then both teams it's a draw, and both teams get 13 points.
Which actually might mean that if it goes 15-15, does Sunrise take the top seed here?
I don't believe so, because Drakkens have a better plus and minus, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, let me go
ahead.
ahead.
That's something we need to check.
Check that. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that right now.
I'll go check that after the round. I've been informed that no, Sunrise will still not be the first seed if they tie this game, so they have to win here.
Yeah, definitely a very.
Bub.
Oh, but Bub and Grug going off, securing the round, making it a 13-13. So now all that matters is winning. Rounds no longer really matter for either team.
Overtime.
Oh, and I am mistaken. Red Drakkens has 82 points. So the Sunrise draw, they would be the third seed under 9 lives, who would have a better plus minus than them, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, so this is a very important game for Sunrise. This means the difference between third and first seed.
Oh yeah, for sure. Third and first seed is a huge difference.
Yeah, that's the difference between going up against a 6 seed or an 8 seed. And I would much rather go up against an 8 seed if I'm Sunrise here.
Absolutely. And yeah, if TBD loses this game, they will be the 7th.
This is not what I want to see from Jakey here, though. He's just swinging out into multiple players that are mid. Not really thinking very much, just trying to maybe get a pick there, but again, gets picked off by Bub.
Yeah, definitely an ill-advised play there from Jakey.
Not one that I think Ika would make.
I feel like that's what Nico would make, to be honest. Eco's not known for intelligent Reyna gameplay. Eco's a very intelligent player, don't get me wrong. Maybe not Reyna.
Oh, but Fortnite sucks with the penetration kill onto Kusk and Grog while Pochako picks off Pochako for the bubble and Falcon, leaving just the kill Al Panda here in a 1v4.
Oh, Pochako's really stepped up this game, huh?
What a crazy Odin play that was.
And they're aware, they know exactly what Alpanda is.
Oh, well, you would think so, but Fortnite sucks, and Brimstone getting picked off by Alpanda. This round is no longer over, but that Molly will come out, leaving him at very low HP.
Man, all of a sudden, it's definitely very losable for TBD.
Although, with this spike down on site and 2 players there, it doesn't look like an easy round to win for sure. But with that pick, all that happens is he didn't kill Battledog here. Oh! But Battledog able to pick off Alpanda. Wow, what a crazy round and almost an insane performance from Alpanda there.
Hey, that tap was nuts, but the Battledog's crouched in the corner, secures around there.
Yeah.
A little bit too close for comfort.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when from a 1v4. If Alpanda had maybe just a little bit more HP, if that Molly didn't land, that might have gone very differently.
Definitely a close call there for sure, but a win is a win.
Yeah, especially in overtime where creds matter a little bit less. Not like those 3 kills actually mattered, but if that 4th one would have been through, that would have been insane. A very heavy mid presence from Boosted Drakkens here, but again, Jakey pushing alone into multiple angles here in art. Gets spotted out by the turret.
Careful here. Careful here.
Yeah, they know that Kus is in.
Yeah, Kus making it look something happen with the flash, but doesn't manage to find anyone. Again, Jakey just pushing out sort of by himself. Oh, but Battledog swinging out into Fallen Falcon gets picked off, and Kusiaks with a very nice swing onto Fortnite sucks there. But Reyna with the leer, but it misses, but he kills Kusiaks anyway, but gets shredded out by Grug, who is then shredded out by Brimstone. Or I guess the word there is refragged. Alpanda left alone here on A site, but he does have his setup, which will spot out Brimstone and able to secure that pick. Oh, with the crazy shot onto Pochako! Alpanda once again making miracles happen. Not that it was a round they were going to lose, but what a crazy shots.
Alpanda really is going crazy this game for Sunrise. And this is your substitute Diamond player, going 26 and 20 above the Ascendant, and your Diamond Duelist player. So I mean, definitely really good performance coming out from Alpanda.
Yeah, if I'm Sunrise, I'm looking at subbing in Alpanda every game now. Not that who is their main player?
Yeah, you just ask Josh to never come home from vacation. Just have Alpanda subbing for the rest of the season.
Not any shame to their main player, but Alpanda making himself look like an immortal player there.
Man, Jaff really is catching strays on vacation right now. Yeah.
Battledog shooting out the turret.
They know there's heavy presence on A.
I think
so
that was a
missed.
I think that was a missed Sova Dart lineup coming in from the Boosted Drakkens again there. I'm not quite sure. It landed about here when it was the attacker Sova Dart. So again, I'm not quite sure what that was, but maybe a missed lineup there. Ooh, Fallen Falcon and Pochako making contact, but neither falling. Bub making an aggressive play, but it dashes back to safety. Oh, but we do see We do see Alpanda on the other side of the map making a space, but it's futile because Jakey's there to cut off the rotate.
Yeah, two really massive flanks here. I don't know if they're gonna run into each other actually. AO Panda's ton of space on A, which is definitely gonna incite a rotate here.
But once again, Jakey's just looking to maybe be really aggressive here, although for the first time it looks like he opts not to be as aggressive. Oh, as I'm saying that though, he starts to push out mid. But once again, Alpine is right behind Jakey here, and will be able to secure the pick! Wow, what a crazy wraparound from Alpine there. Jakey completely unaware that there is someone in their spawn.
That is the timing of a lifetime.
Yes.
Yeah, Pochaka spots all of them.
Pochako maybe trying to pick off the spike planter here, but will get picked off by Alpanda behind him. Alpanda with a very hard presence this round, managing to seem like he's everywhere.
Hey, Brimstone does spot Grug going back into A main.
But Fallen Falcon with a nice pick onto Battle Dog. Brimstone is sort of trapped here. Oh, and then Alpanda with a nice timing onto Fortnite Sucks. Does not seem like Brimstone will be able to make much happen here. Swings out into Alpanda, does secure that pick. Left in a 1v2 here. Swinging out into Grug with his Sovinar out, but oh, gets traded out by the post-mortem dart there.
AO Panda's having a lurk game of his life. I mean, that timing on Jakey is nuts. No, in no conceivable way are you expecting someone to come around like. That was an immaculate timing there.
If I just swing out through doors, see nothing mid, and then go back through doors, I am not expecting someone behind me in connector there.
That was one hell of a timing. I mean, no one knew where AO Panda was that entire round.
Yeah.
And now this is a at least minimum draw for Sunrise here.
Yeah, Sunrise.
Sorry.
Just saying, Sunrise playing for the win here. Boosted Drakkens hoping for a draw still.
Yeah, Sunrise, if they get a draw, doesn't change their seeding at all. So really, there's no difference between a draw and a loss for them here.
We do see some B presence coming out from Boosted Drakkens, as there's not really many defenders on B site besides Bub here. With the op though, able to pick out Jakey, making this round look like light work. Oh, dashes but misses, but still evades the sees there. Pochako swinging out into Fallen Falcon, not really being able to be traded out by Sova there, who seemed to whiff a bit. Very interesting round so far,
to say the least.
Oh, Kuskek's about to make contact with Pochako there. I don't know if Kuskek is quite aware of where Pochako is, but at the same time, Pochako isn't aware of where Kuskek is. Very good swing, and Alpanda able to pick off Brimstone with some nice positioning, and Bulldog leaving it in a 1v4 for the game here.
30 seconds left.
Oh, they're just all down to Fortnite Sucks with this Odin. Can he get the DK buff with this Odin?
It would take a miracle, and the Sova Dart spotting him out. The Phoenix Flash coming through, and Kusex with the pick onto Fortnite Sucks to secure the game for Sunrise.
Wow. GG's.
A very close match there, but eventually going to the side of Sunrise after a great performance from Alpanda though.
Yeah, AO Panda really coming up huge there for them. Yeah, once again, thank you so much for tuning in to the final regular season game of FLV Season 11. We will have our playoffs coming up next week. It is the best of one for the quarterfinals. We would love to see you guys there. Join us on stream. And if you're interested in joining FLV, I believe there's a Discord link somewhere on the Twitch channel. You're free to join, obviously. We're all super great people. And we love to see you around. Thank you guys so much.